Okay, so hello, Robert.
Hi.
Hi, it's good to have you here. It's late night
Yeah.
here in Hungary, but we wanted to spend some time discussing the NestiFyz monthly champion August nominees. You might have seen that we have started the competition with 5 prototypes each month, selected by us, the NestiFyz team, but the decision is made by industry experts, and separately to that, the community is also voting, so that means that there will be two winners each month. So we were wondering if we are just taking a look how to make the public voting, how to review these new prototypes, and just talk about them, what's making them interesting.
You are just going to NestiFyz.com, and on the menu there is a monthly champion, which is constantly, changing every month. You will have different vote selections, and you will also see the rules and the previous results. So you are just going there, vote now, and here in the end, you could vote on the five different uh, games or prototypes that you want to. So let's go, and I think we should check one by one what it looks. Take just a few sentences about that and go to the next one.
Sure, if
Okay,
you if
so
you open the Bake It Now, please. I've checked this
yeah,
game before, and it's quite an interesting one. Uh, Basically, what you need to know, it's a COVID-inspired game. What you need to know about the designer, that she was very much inspired during these COVID times because she started to bake her own bread, and basically the thematic of the game is baking cookies, bread, whatever you can. And it has a very interesting concept because it's a draft and write type of game. So yeah, we got used to the roll and writes and flip and writes, but right now there is a mechanics where you are drafting cards and you write things on your own plates, collecting ingredients. So it has resource management in there. Obviously, there is money which you can buy your ingredients with, but there is time because you have to calculate specifically when the bakery is ready. And there is some push your luck mechanic as well, so you can throw a dice and make sure that the, um, the bakery is ready just before the time runs out. So it basically combines a lot of interesting mechanism, and it has a beautiful presentation. So I thought that it worth having it in the list of nominees. I would really suggest to check it out. We haven't played the game, but it really looks fantastic, and the unique selling points shows an interesting combination of things.
yeah. My opinion is also that this game is very well developed. So the artwork looks good. The presentation, how they show it to the possible publishers and for the everyone it's really good. And the theme is kind of. I would say it's general in a way that it's nothing special because you are just baking, but it's like I can imagine that it could be a good game with this relatively simply like roll and write combined with cards. So yeah, basically, I really loved the overall look of this game. So,
Yeah, it looks an
and
interesting one, so I would be happy to take a closer look, even test play
yeah,
it, like play testing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's check the next one.
and they also really, filled out the form really that looking good, that how it should looks. That they have a lot of pictures on it. They also have a like unique selling points like filled out, and also the component list one by one they uploaded. So they made a lot of investments to make it as beautiful and as good to maybe get a visibility for a
Right.
publisher. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
it really looks amazing. The only thing that I was missing is that it didn't have a pitch video uploaded yet, but still, regardless of that, it comes through quite well how the game looks like, what is the the immersion. How does it feel to play the game? So I like that quite much.
I'm also like missing the playable digital version or print and play version. So probably they have, but I'm not sure why they didn't, share it. Anyway, it looks good. The Painter Renaissance.
Oh, that's also an interesting one.
Yeah. So
if you scroll down further a bit, basically the game is about being a painter, and every painter has a very specific variable player power, and throughout specific rounds you have to complete your own masterpiece, and each painter has a masterpiece and it consists of specific colors, and there is a very heavy player interaction at the beginning of each round where you're selling your paints for either other painters, so there is some bargaining there, for a double price, or you sell your paints on the market for a normal price. Obviously, if you take the first one, you get more money, but you will give the paint to your opponent, making them, closer to their winning condition. But anyways, it's an interesting thing because you can mix specific colors. So to achieve your masterpiece, to complete your masterpiece, you're not using only basic colors. You start with basic colors, but sooner than later, you will start mixing them up, and that will give you unique colors for your masterpiece, or you can sell them on the market for a higher price. So it's a kind of an interesting set collection with a very heavy player interaction and trading before each turn. So you have to pay attention to what the others are doing, how much their masterpiece is completed, and how you give them the resources or not give them the resources for your own sake. So yeah, it's quite an interesting heavy player interactive type of set collection game.
That's good. And as I see here is also there is a playable digital version, which is like a link for the Steam. So it's probably a tabletop simulator link. And so everyone, if you have, a tabletop simulator, you can easily find out and try it to play with it. It looks really good, I would say. I really like the theme. I really like how it's connected with this mixing colors on a real paint. So it's not just random paintings that you are selling and trying to somehow connect, but really it's I can imagine this could be the mechanic way of fitting to the theme. So, and I really like these paintings. I was in France. I already saw these paintings. So it's really good.
Great. The presentation is solid, so I think it did very well making it to the 5 nominees in August.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and I also have a short pitch video from the designers. So if you want to know more about this, you just go into the pitch video and you can see it. Jumbo Brain. Okay, Jumbo Brain, what you should know about that is a puzzle game. It's a physical puzzle game that also works, I think, from the little ones. So it's from it says that from 8 or older players can work with this game. This is a kind of a puzzle where you are just what you are doing. You are just trying to find out how you should put these elements into the table based on some instructions.
Okay.
For me, it was the wow effect when I see the pictures about that, and then I just want to show it the short video how it starts. So actually, as you can see it's just like that. Then that you are putting the puzzle pieces together.
I see.
Yeah, based on kind of an instruction card. And this is a solo game. but there is a competitive section, so up to 4 players can play with this game, which makes some like unique in a way that usually, you know, with a puzzle you are not playing just alone. But this is a multiplayer mode, adds an extra flavor to a puzzle game, and yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it really does, and I really like the aspect of building things in three-dimensional space. So it's not just a flat thing, but you can, you know, use 3D as well. And these modifiable shapes are super exciting. I can imagine that the mass production of the game might be a bit costly because of these custom elements. But yeah, it's a very funky one, and I think it well fits the, how should I say, the broad variety of the types of games that we chose for the 5 August nominees.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if you like Jumbo Brain, probably this one couldn't have, you know, a playable digital version. Although if the designer maybe made it, it will be not giving the same feeling as you can play it, you know, like the physical games. So
yeah, it has this, you know, this tactical feedback that you have something in your hands and you flip it around and you know, rotate it. So I think it has to have a physical version to really experience what the game does.
Next one is Tap Tap. So in Tap Tap, you are playing with hexes, which relatively working every time in a board game when I see it. So I was sure that this game works well. So in Tap, I think we chose this because it's have a really high player interactivity, and also it's an abstract game. So all of the others have a theme, but this one doesn't have, but still looks good because these hexes have, you know, represented by other colors, and when in the end you check the tableau or the what the players building, the result. It's in the end of the video. You will see it looks like that. So I think it's really cool, and I can imagine how the game evolves when, you know, you're starting with like 0 color on this map, and in the end it goes to really like colorful and it looks gorgeous. Really, I like this idea, and also I like the interactions between players, because actually they can, you know, like fight with each other or like combine each other cards. So yeah, worth to check.
So do I take it correctly that there is a bit of an area control going on here?
Yeah. And also like manipulation, and it's like not based on dice mechanics, but also it's like you have cards, and you can, you know, you have these kind of cards, and every card have different thing what you could do with, and based on this you are, you know, making your movements and interactions with other players.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that's very, very heavily, you know, trying to create your own space in your own color in specific regions. So yeah, it's interesting, and it doesn't seem to be too complex. Like, you know, the area control games can sometimes be super heavy, but this seems to be a more lighter touch. Still has the strategic depth based on the cards that we have seen in
and as if I think about this game as a, you know, a brain of a publisher, that could be good, because the theme isn't, you know, defined yet. So you can make your theme and this game will probably fit into a war a game, or like historical something, or also can be like space game or something like this. It can fit into a lot of themes.
Yeah,
So there is a lot of variety of
for
themes
some
you can
reason,
choose.
for some reason, a kind of a biology like bacterias or these cells are gathering area control over the other. I think that would be also a good theme, but it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to have a theme or have to be super well defined in terms of looks. I think it's still, the main purpose of the game still comes through quite well.
I think last but not least is North Horizon.
Yeah. It seems to be a larger game, so when I took a first look on it, what kind of, how should I say, it didn't scare me, but what I was wondering about, it's a 40 to 100 minutes of game, so it communicates immediately that this is a longer journey on the horizons of, the North Islands, and it's an exploration game. So you will have to loot these islands, but it has a quite interesting mechanics. Obviously, there's area control, so you want to make sure that you occupy specific areas of the land, but you can loot these. Obviously, Vikings were looting around, but the interesting mechanism is that the more you loot, the weaker the area in your control will be, because you are creating unrest, which means that locals are going against you. So every time another player wants to attack your area, you are in a kind of if the area is looted, that you have minus points on it. So the more you loot, the less you can defend it. So it's a kind of a cool tug of war mechanics. You have to make a decision if you want resources or you want to have a stronghold there. So
but without actually looting a tile, you are out of resources. So
yes,
you should
absolutely.
like balance between what kind of like elements you should loot first and second and so on, and that's the making hard decisions for players is there in their way.
And the interesting thing is that when there is a battle between two players, it involves a lot of bluffing. So though you have cards, you are making a bet on the actual outcome of the battle. So you are betting your own resources, but the other player doesn't see it. So it works with relatively easy rules, but with this kind of negative concept of looting an area too much, and when it comes to battle it involves bluffing, it gives a kind of an extra spin on it. So I'm interested to see how it's going to fare against the other four nominees of the monthly champion. Seems to be a well-defined game as well.
Yeah, because usually in these type of games the battles makes like using dices, but as I understand, in these games there are no dice, so you are just using cards and resources when you are like making a fight between each other, and also involving a lot of bluffing, how many resources you have, and you're trying to remind maybe the other opponents.
You need to keep it in mind. It's not entirely unique. We have seen that in Rising Sun, for example. It's something that popped into my mind immediately. But still, it can have a funky edge if this interaction is quick enough, and you have to face multiple attacks from each player. If it goes quickly, I think it can be a good experience and not necessarily prolongating the game the more battle you have. I'm not sure, we haven't played the game, but it seems interesting.
If we are going to the champion votes on our website, you can just easily like choose one, pick one, and you just can click on the vote button and your vote will be received by us. So that's easy. How to vote on these.
Okay, just one question, because the voting is right now closed. When do we open the voting and when we're closing the voting? Because the rule says that the visitors will have a week of time frame to cast their votes. When do we open the voting?
Yeah, probably if I'm we are just showing you these videos. Probably the voting is already open. We just recorded this video earlier, so that's why you can see here voting is closed. But probably from 11th of August till 18th
Yes.
of August, the voting will be open for everyone. So yeah, come on guys, and check the nominees and make your votes to help us to and also these guys to get more visibility on their games. And also, voting is just fun.
Yeah, and the designers will share their own prototypes and the ability to vote, obviously, on their own social media. So we hope that we will see some buzz around here and see that most of you or lots of you will come here and take a look at these super cool prototypes and just, make a vote here. I think we have everything covered, so I don't have anything else to share right now. But, if you have any questions, please just come to us. Send us an email to hello@nestifyz.com or find us on Discord, and we can have a chat about it.
Yeah, and leave your votes, guys. Sure. If you did it yet. So have a nice day or evening for you if you are watching this video on an evening. So
Robert, thanks for going through these nominees, and I think we're going to do this next month as well.
Oh, sure. It was good.
Cool.
Good enough. Okay, thanks.
Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.
We are NestiFyz.